Hey everybody, it's Kim. I just thought I would share a quick little video with you today. I've been making some flowers and butterflies, and I thought I would share with you what I had made. So we'll do the butterflies first. This is a black one. Now I had made these quite a while ago, but see if I can get that in the shot better. It's got feathers on it and some vintage buttons right here. Well, actually there are acrylic flowers on this one. And I used some of the mesh bling down the side on each of its wings there. More mesh bling for a tail and a couple of flower stamens for the antennae. And this beautiful black lace trim here. And so that made that butterfly in black. And then here's one in white. Vintage buttons and flat back pearls in the center this time, and some silver sequins, and a nice wide white satin ribbon. And then a similar one in pink. A few more pearls on that one, and a few little organza flowers down the center on vintage buttons. Again, I used the silver bling on it. So these are great to add to projects and things. And then this one here, I used the ruffle trim and some pearls, sequins, more of the bling. I like this one. It's a pink and silver and white, and those are colors I love. And then this one, smaller one, more of the bling there, and some vintage buttons with some rhinestones in the center, and two different kinds of ribbon there. So those are the butterflies, and then these are some flowers that I've made. This one here, I made the center. Just let me move my camera 1 second. There we go. I made the center flower here, the twisted rosette here, and I used a wired ribbon. So I put that in the center, and then I've used this gorgeous lace from Lavish Laces here. And on the back I used a vintage doily, and I hand dyed this doily a soft pink color, and then I cut out these petal shapes that were in the doily, and I used some starch, some spray starch on it to give it a bit of stiffness, because as you know, doilies are soft and they'd be very floppy, and I wanted these to stand up, so I thought the spray starch would work, and it did pretty good actually. So you can just see them peeking out along the edges of that flower. So there's that one. And then this one here, I made a little lollipop flower for the center with some vintage lace that I had, and a little rolled ribbon rose, and a soft rosette pink, rosette lace here. So there's that one. And then this one here, I used some nice eyelet trim. And I made this flower here. It's like a millinery flower. You actually take your ribbon and you sort of do a over and under technique. You draw a circle on a fabric and you make stitches in like a cross pattern and a star, I guess. And then you go over, under, over, under, over, under, all the way around and around and around, and you start in the center and you work your way out, and you get these really pretty satin flowers. And I made these leaves for it as well, so something different, you know, and I like the colors on that. I love millinery flowers and vintage looking things. And this one here, I used a vintage button and some nice pink satin, and I did 2 rows of the rolled sort of cone shape. I'm sure you guys have seen a tutorial for this on YouTube before, but when you puff these up, they get really, really, really pretty looking. I love the silver button in the center. I think that really sets it off. And of course pink satin, who doesn't love that? And then this one here, sort of more vintagey looking. I used an olive colored ribbon here and made this big ribbon rose. Some vintage lace and a gold tassel on that one. And that's ready for a project as well. This one here is a little different. I used this gorgeous rose from Discount Crafts 1 and some seam binding and a tiny bit of lace you can see peeking out here, and then a vintage doily. And I just kind of looped the seam binding all around the edges of the flower, and then the lace, and then the doily, and I just kind of pinched it all the way around, and it just kind of gathered it around it, and it's kind of pretty. I like it. So that would be nice on a project. And then this one here, very simple one, just some gathered lace in navy blue and a pretty little flower from Wild Orchid Crafts in the center. But I love navy and white. I think that looks really sharp. And then these two are the new ones that I made today that I figured out how to make, and I absolutely love them. What this is a very thin satin ribbon, and you just do like a running gathering stitch right along the very edge of the ribbon, and you do quite a length of it, and then you ended up with this sort of tight little gathered piece of ribbon. So I glued the center. I put a piece of chipboard down, and then I put some glue in the center and put one end of the ribbon, and then just kind of turned it and twisted it around, and then glued the other end, and then you just fluff them up. It is really, really easy, but you get such a great effect by doing that. I just love it. And I've seen flowers similar to this being sold on the internet. So, you know, I think I found a way to make them. I didn't put a center in that one, but I did put a center in this one. I also made the leaves, which is just simply some seam binding that I had, and I just kind of folded it over and glued it to the back so it looks like leaves. And this one has a little pearl center in it. So you can have a pearl center or not, and then I made the little gold leaves on this one, so it's sort of white and gold. But I am going to make some more of these because I think they're really cool, and they turned out so nice, and they're a good size for projects because they're not too big. So anyway, those are the flowers and butterflies that I have made, so I hope that you guys like them. I'm very pleased with these little guys here. I think they're really cool. So if anybody wants a tutorial or anything on them, leave me a message. I'm happy to show you how to do those. Super, super easy. So just let me know, and I hope you guys like everything that I made. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.